Okay, so first thing I wanted you guys to introduce viaSocket, where we are going to do all the automations. This webinar is dedicated for ThriveCart user. Hopefully, all of you have the paid version of ThriveCart. The first thing that I'm going to share is what is viaSocket. The second thing, how the automation work. The third thing, how we can build automation. Fourth thing, what are the use cases that you can build with the viaSocket and the ThriveCart. Fifth thing would be the question answer session. Even in the last, we can build all the automation here in the webinar itself. So viaSocket allow you to connect more than two applications with each other. You can give the prompt whatever you wanted to build in the viaSocket, and viaSocket will build it for you. If we talk about any automation platform, there are two core component which needed to make any kind of automation, whether you are doing it on the viaSocket or any other automation platform. First is the trigger. Trigger means when the workflow will start. For an example, whenever there is a new purchase, I wanted to add a row in the Google Sheet. So here, new purchase in the ThriveCart is a trigger. And the second thing would be action. When the workflow starts, what action we wanted to take, that we consider as a action. Now here in the example, whenever there is a new purchase in the ThriveCart, I wanted to add a new row in Google Sheet. Adding the row in the Google Sheet would be my action. So this is how two-step automation can be built. We can further extend this automation by adding multiple actions. Trigger will be always one, which start the flow, and action can be endless. That can be 10, 12, 15, 30, n number of actions you can add. We can have another example. Whenever there is a new purchase, I wanted to add that client into Zoom registration. Also wanted to send a Slack message to my team. Also wanted to welcome the client over WhatsApp. So these are the three different steps that I can include in a single workflow. First would be my new product purchase. That's a trigger. Google Sheet would be my action, and Slack as well as my action. And another WhatsApp would be my action. There would be three different action and single trigger. Now in the viaSocket, what we can do, instead of building everything manually, we can just talk to AI and AI will build it for you. Now here in this webinar, we are going to work only with the AI, no manual work. So you do not need to learn everything from the scratch. But still, just for the knowledge purpose, for the clarity, whenever we are connecting multiple steps, the data travel from one step to another step. Now, for an example, whenever there is a new purchase in the ThriveCart, we might be receiving data of the client with email ID, phone number, name, and what kind of purchase client made. So this data I wanted to map in the Google Sheet action so that Google Sheet will receive all this data. That's called data mapping. I will show you how it can be done. Now, the first automation use case that we are taking is I want to add new row in Google Sheet whenever a new product is purchased in ThriveCart. I'm building it inside the viaSocket. To build it, I need to create a new flow. I will click on the new flow. I will describe the exact workflow that I wanted to build here. Now, here I need to mention what application I want to use or what application I wanted to connect with inside this workflow. Here I have described I want to add a new Google row in Google Sheet. Now, Google Sheet is an application and this is the action I wanted. When I wanted, whenever a new product purchase happened in ThriveCart. Similarly, I can add different use cases. For an example, whenever any payment failed or any subscription cancel in ThriveCart. I wanted to add that row in the Google Sheet, or also wanted to start the follow-up some email sequence through ConvertKit or ActiveCampaign. But for now, we are building this one. I enter this use case here. Now AI will ask me a few questions and it will build the workflow for me. Screen was not shared. When I will log in the viaSocket, it asks me to create a new workflow. When I click here in the new workflow, here I can see the option to create the workflow from the scratch, or I can describe here in the AI. So in this workflow, I have described I wanted to add a new row in Google Sheet whenever a new product is purchased in the ThriveCart. Now here Google Sheet is an application and add new row is an action that I wanted AI to build. And when a new product is purchased in ThriveCart is a trigger. So we can describe it in very specific way. Also, if you do not have any idea how it will be done, you can just simply provide the prompt where you can create your task, or you can just write your task that you wanted to automate. AI will guide you what the information AI needed to build it. So when I enter it, it will ask me couple of questions and it will build it. So here, first question is system wanted me to connect ThriveCart. As I already have connection, so it's showing me here developer via socket. Else I can create a new connection here. Once I click here, it will take me to the ThriveCart login page. Once I log in, the connection will be done. In the workflow, it asking me for the permission if we can use this connection or I wanted to use another connection. Here I will continue. Now the second question is Google Sheet permissions. So I already have connected my Google Sheet here. Otherwise, I can add similarly the different Google account for the different Google Sheet. Now I added both and click on the continue button. Now again AI will start work and it asking me to select the spreadsheet in which I wanted to make the entries of the purchase data. Once I click it, it will show me all the Google Sheets available in my account. Here I have already created multiple Google Sheet with name webinar plan, new purchase from ThriveCart webinar registration. I can choose any of them. Which one I should choose? New purchase from ThriveCart. New purchase from ThriveCart. And after selecting the main sheet, it will ask me to select the sub sheet. Here is the sub sheet. That's a sheet one. Now it is asking me for the column that already available in the sheet. I want email ID, name, product name. It will show you all the data or all the columns already available inside your Google Sheet. Once I select all this data and click on the submit button, AI will again start building it. And if there is any question, it will ask me. If there is no question or no configuration required, it won't ask me, it will just build it. Now we need to wait till the AI is working. Once the AI figure out the complete flow, it will show me the live button, and once I make it live, it will start working. Before making it live, it also show the test button if I need to test it. So with the sample data, it allow me to test the complete automation. Here we have used only two steps. That's one is trigger and another is action. Now here are a few more questions that system wanted me to ask. The ThriveCart mode and the product, which product detail I wanted or which product purchase detail I want. So here are a few examples available. And tell me stories when they was just in here praising me. So why? Abhijit, mute it. After giving the configuration, it will again start working, and if there is more configuration required, it will ask me the questions. Okay, so the flow has been prepared and the system asking me to test it. If I click on the test button, it will automatically create the entry inside my Google Sheet. And here are some sample data that's already available. And this data sometimes comes from your ThriveCart, the live data you already have. If there is a live data, it will show you the live data. Else, it will show you the dummy data. Once I test it, it will check all the steps And if all step work properly, it will give me the go live option. If now I check my Google Sheet, there would be entry with this data. So let's check the Google Sheet as well. So my flow is live now, and here I can see the summary of the flow. If I wanted to check how flow is working, here I can see all the details happening or everything happening inside the flow. First, the trigger. Second, there is some mapping thing that the system is modifying the data and then forwarding that data to Google Sheet. And similarly, I can read the summary and understand what my flow is doing. In case I need to change any specifications or any configuration, I can come here and select the different Google Sheet or different subsheet. Now, let's say you wanted to add or modify this flow further and wanted to add WhatsApp or Slack or any other application here. So I will just write here in the Google Sheet, here in the AI, and it will automatically build the workflow, modify the workflow, and make the changes. Now, for an example, I want to get an application on Slack as well. Also, make entry in HubSpot for HubSpot as contact, and if already exist in HubSpot, just update it. Now, next prompt I'm giving it is I wanted a Slack notification once the purchase done after creating the entry. And the second thing I want is to create the entry in HubSpot. And if already there is a contact available in the HubSpot, it will just update that contact. Now the system will again work. AI will ask me a few questions, the configuration questions. And once I provide the answers of the configuration, it will done. Now it's asking me to connect my Slack account. It will ask me to select what kind of action I need to choose. I'm selecting all the actions. It will ask me to connect my organization. Here I'm selecting some dummy organization that I have. It asked me for the connection because I was not having any connection or not Slack was not connected inside my workspace. I can provide the title, that's a partner account, Slack partner account. Now it's asking me for the HubSpot connection. The HubSpot connection was already made. That's why it's showing the connection here. Otherwise, it would be asking me to connect the HubSpot account. Once I select both the connection, it will ask me the configuration question. Once I answer the questions, it will done. Now it's asking me for the channel. Here I have selected the channel in which I want notification. Now hotspot contact field should set for each purchase. What are the field I need to provide? For an example, company name, company size, company name, first name, mobile, phone, email, work email. That's all. I selected three fields that will create or update inside the hotspot. First is company name, first name, and the work email. There, if your hotspot have phone number or email ID or sorry, mobile number field, it will show you the mobile number field as well. Once you select all the field, the system again start working and it will build the flow now. It will ask me to test the flow. Once I test the flow, it's done. Now, if I wanted to check how the workflow is working, here is a workflow option. So the modification we asked AI to make, it's done. If I want to test it, I can again select the dummy data or the actual data coming from my ThriveCart and make the test of all these steps one by one. If all these steps successfully worked, it will ask me to publish it. Once I publish it, the workflow started working. And if I wanted to check how the workflow looks like, I can see here. But instead of checking manual things, I can check it from the summary what actually happening inside the workflow. The workflow will work every time the purchase is happening. It will extract the customer detail. It will add the customer detail in the Google Sheet. And it also send me the select notification as well as creating the account in the HubSpot. These two things are happening. Once the purchase happen, I can see the log here. Currently, there is no log. Once log created, the log tab would be enabled, and I can see how the things are working, and I can see the data coming from every action, something like this. This is the data coming from every action. In case of debugging, I can use logs. In case of checking a number of invocation or number of tasks made through this workflow, I can check with the log. Now we come back to our different use cases. And so this is done. We do not need to do anything else. In case if we want further modification, we can again come here and talk to AI and specify what changes we wanted to build. In case we need to make another flow, we can come here on the create new workflow and again provide our prompt. We can say just in the plain English what task we wanted to achieve and AI will do it. Now the next, there are few multiple use cases that we have already created or we have already tried using the ThriveCart. But as you guys use ThriveCart very well, you know what kind of automation you wanted to build with your application that you are using in-house. So here is another example of the use case. I want to register a new ThriveCart customer in Zoom webinar whenever they make a purchase in ThriveCart. Similarly, the previous one, we can provide this prompt or we can just write all these things in a plain English and AI create it. Another example is there. I want to send a retention email from Gmail whenever a ThriveCart subscription is paused for a specific user and send a follow-up email 3 days later. So this can be also achieved using the AI only. I want to send a thank you email from Gmail, send an alert to Slack, and email the founder whenever a VIP order is placed in ThriveCart. If there is a VIP order or if you already have tagged the purchases or different product or kind of purchase is happening as a VIP, it will work for that. Else, you can make a condition like whenever there is a purchase more than $50,000 or $5,000 or $10,000, I want to send a thank you email. So the condition would be automatically made using the AI. Here are another example. I want to create a customer in Zoho Book and send an alert to Slack whenever a new purchase is made in ThriveCart. I think this already we have created. Zoho Book is something similar to QuickBook or Zero. We can replace Zoho Book with Zero or QuickBook. So we do not need to worry about creating accounting. We just provide the prompt and AI will make it for us. Now, another example, I want to enroll a customer in Thinkific courses whenever they purchase a product in ThriveCart. I want to send an alert to Slack whenever a ThriveCart order is above $50,000. We can change this $50,000 to $50, $5, $100 as we want. And also, there are ready-made automation templates available that we can use easily. I'll show you here. Now, when we check the viaSocket, here is a template section. Here we search ThriveCart, and now I can see all available templates of ThriveCart. There's already ready-made templates. In case if you install any of the template, I can see number of installation available here for each template. Which template is popular now? Now this template have more than 38 install. So once I install this template, I just need to configure the same things, product purchase detail and the webinar detail. Once I install, it will ask me to test and again make the workflow live. Now, if I want further changes in the existing template, the similarly we have done here in the ThriveCart. Again, there would be AI option. I can talk to AI and AI can make the further changes. So there are more than, I guess, 36 different templates available in the ThriveCart. We can try any of them. Now, this is all about viaSocket, ThriveCart automation. Now we have the question answer session. And also, if any of you wanted to build it live, I'm here and you can ask your question. So if you have any question, just raise your hand or you can unmute yourself and ask the question. Then just ask the question. The chat. Okay. Where I will see the question. Okay. So Daniel have asked a question. Dennis have asked a question. Is this similar to using Webbook? What is the main difference? Yeah, it is a similar like you can either use Webbook of ThriveCart or you can use already pre-built triggers. There is no difference. If you have technical knowledge, you wanted to do it manually, you can pick the webhook and put that webhook inside ThriveCart or any other tool and get the data from there, and also send that data to other third-party tool. Dennis, am I able to answer your question? You guys can unmute it and ask me the question. Even if you wanted to build it, I'm here. Build it in case of any help. I will be here to help you out. So can I use it with different application? What do you other apps need to work with Socket? Okay, so there are more than 2200 applications available in the viaSocket. Not only Google Sheet, HubSpot, Slack, there are more than 2200 applications. You just need to describe your use case and it will connect your ThriveCart account with different application. Even not only ThriveCart, you can ask this AI to build something like whenever there is a new registrant in the webinar, I wanted to get information over WhatsApp or I wanted to get information in the Google Sheet. So this can be also done. So there can be any application in the trigger, there can be any step or any action in the action part. Now, I request all of you to open the WireSocket and just make a single simple automation that will help you to understand how things are working. Open the WireSocket. I'm sharing my screen again. Can we track someone in course and trigger an email to be sent each week? Yes, you can do that. So you can see who are in the courses and what step they are. You need to talk to AI and inform the AI or write on the AI that show me all the people coming in the courses or register for the courses and share the email using the AI. So there would be again a step between the both actions, trigger and action. That's AI. AI will write the mail for you and it will automatically send. Also, if you guys want human in loop, there is another option. So sometimes we need an approval from human before we send final email or kind of blog publish. We want a human to approve it. We can do that also. So we can inform the AI that whenever there is a new purchase, I wanted to send an email to client or the user, and AI should write the welcome email. But before sending the email, send the approval over Gmail, over Telegram, over Slack, and there would be a button. Once you click over the approve button, it will send the email. If you reject over the approval button, it won't send the email. So is this similar to Zapier Make LK with a AI integrated? Can I use this with other application, not ThriveCart, my project management tool with Stripe? Yes, of course. There are more than 2200 application available. I'll show you. I'll show you how it's look like. So here I'm making a flow. Hopefully you can see it. I'm setting a webhook here. Now I wanted to send an email. I will add the Gmail step or any other email provider. Send email. I will configure this step. Now I want the email to be sent on the Slack or email approval. Human in the loop. That's called human intervention. I want human intervention over Slack, or I can choose WhatsApp, I can choose email or Telegram. It shows the button. So what kind of button I want? An approve and the reject. Here I can write any of the content that I wanted to check over my Slack. And once I save it, whenever the flow will work, what will happen? It will get the data from your webhook. If you already have set the webhook, it will write. Okay, so it will write a mail. Before sending the mail, it will send a approval button over the Slack. And once I click on the approve, then only it will send a mail. Here I need one more step. plus a multipath if approved on human intervention. I'm doing it manually, but you can talk to AI and inform the AI what you wanted to build. So what is happening here? I will get the data from the webhook. There would be human intervention. Once I click on the approved button, then only it will send. If I click on the reject button, it won't do anything. In case I wanted to make any other action when I reject it, like for an example, I wanted to create an entry of all rejected emails. I can connect here Google Sheet. Once you configure, it will done. So this is a complete workflow working here. Now, can we write email? So it's just sending a pre-written email. If in case you guys are not able to do AI automation or wanted to build a complex automation, we have support team. You can just draft the mail to our support team, the viaSocket support team. It is support at viaSocket.com. And our team will help you out to building this. They will share a meeting link, calendar link with you, schedule a meeting with you. They will understand your use cases and build it for you. Oh, can we write the email? So it's just a sending a pre-written email. Yes, it can. Also, could I send email from something like Mailshake instead of email services provider? It's easier. Yeah, there are more than 2200 applications. Search for it. Shake. Mailshake is already available there. You can choose the Mailshake, or if you do not know how to do it manually, ask the AI. AI will be doing it for you. So here is the AI option. I will inform the AI that I want to send email using Mailshake, and it will build the automation for me. Did you guys understand? Are you guys building the workflow live, or do you guys need any help? So in case if you want any action that's not available, here is the request action option. Once I click here, it will show me the dialog. Here I need to ask which action I required. Else AI will automatically add the API, so you do not need to worry about already pre-built actions or trigger. I want to send email and Mailchimp. Submit. AI will ask me couple of questions in case of configuration or modifications. And once AI confirm what kind of changes you are looking for, it will build. Looks very good and powerful. I will be setting up in September, so I will connect your team nearer time soon. Okay, Dennis. In case of anyone else have any question, we can talk here. Ivan, Dennis, John, are you guys building anything like it's just a plain English description and it will be done. Okay, so if none of you have the question, we are ending this session. It was okay. I do not have any question, but this was very helpful to watch. Thank you. Okay, Ivan, thank you. John, in case you have any question, Natera, you tried building the workflow. If not, do it right away. It's just one single prompt. Even I can share the prompt with you guys. A very basic prompt that you can use to create a simple workflow that will allow you to save all purchase data in Google Sheet. In case you need further modification, advancement, you can do it later, but at least try it once. Once you try, you will understand how easy it is. Okay, so all the prompt I have given is just simple plain English thing. I can do it in 10 different ways. AI understand it easily and it will work. Also, there is a library in the templates. When I search the ThriveCart, all frequently used templates are available. I just need to set it up. Once I set it up, it is started working. It's a not technical thing. It's easy. It will ask me two questions like what kind of con- connection I wanted to add or what kind of registration or webinar I wanted to add the client into. Once I selected both things using just click things, it will ask me to publish the flow. Once the flow is published, it will start working. So it's very simple. You just need to start it. Now, you do not need prompts. Just talk to AI in plain English. There is no specific prompt. I'm just using the term prompt, but it's not actually any prompt. Okay, Natera, in case you have any question, or should we end the webinar? John? Okay, perfect, guys. We are ending this session. In case of you need any of the help, we guys are here. You just need to write the mail on support at viaSocket.com. Write the mail over here. My team will come over the meet call and answer you. In case you are building workflow and you need support in the real time, there is a support option where our guys are available online all the time. You just need to select that option and the team will be there to help you out. Okay, no one available for the live call. Else, here you would have find the option to join the live call. Here is the option need help. Here I can find start one-to-one call, browse document, start a chat. Here you will find live call option if someone is online from the support team while you are building. So once you click over that call, the person available on the live call would start appearing here, same as me. It kind of one-to-one session. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time. We are also going to share this webinar recording to you over the email.